This house looks like a quiet, gray box, but inside, it hides a world of contrasts. House of Contrast sits on the outskirts of Pune, India, in a not-so-quiet peri-urban condition. A trapezoidal lot, a busy access road, dust from truck movement in front of the site, and the possibility of future commercial buildings next to it. So the house could not simply open itself in every direction. The house is not closed because of a formal whim. It is closed because the surroundings ask for protection. From the outside, the gray facade protects the house from the street, the heat, the dust, and exposure. But this gray box is not completely silent. It is crossed by exposed brick walls, arches, recesses, shadows, and mustard-colored details. The living room gains a double-height ceiling, changing the perception after the more closed facade. From the outside, the house feels contained. Inside, it opens in height, light, and breathing space. One of the most important moments is the entry courtyard. At the center, there is a statue of Shivaji Maharaj on a platform surrounded by dark river pebbles. More than a decorative element, this space creates a pause right at arrival. Before the living room, before the kitchen, before the private area, there is a moment of transition. This courtyard also organizes the house. On one side is the living room, on the other, the open kitchen and dining room. Instead of making all the spaces merge immediately, it creates a central void that brings them closer, orients them, and separates them at the same time. The kitchen and dining area bring another change of rhythm. The rigid geometry of the house is softened by curved walls and more fluid elements. Next to the dining area, the covered central courtyard holds the devghar, the devotional space of the house, while also bringing natural light into the interior and helping illuminate the stair. The house uses internal voids to solve what the lot did not fully allow on the outside. Instead of depending on large open gardens, it creates its own points of light and ventilation. Covered courtyards, light wells, balconies, and recesses allow the exterior to enter gradually without exposing the family's life. House of Contrast is not just a house with different materials. Contrast appears on several levels: gray and brick, closed and open, straight line and arch, light and shadow, contained exterior and more expressive interior. Inside, the house continues to work with opposites. The gray floor creates a neutral base. Colorful geometric tiles mark some paths. Curves appear in walls and furniture. Brick warms certain points. Gray holds the whole composition together, and mustard appears as an accent, not as excess. The contrast is not only visual, it also responds to heat, dust, privacy, and the need for air circulation. The house reduces openings on the more critical sides, uses protected walls, deep balconies, and courtyards that help with ventilation. Gray protects, brick warms, courtyards bring light, balconies filter, arches soften, voids organize. In the end, House of Contrast is a house about protection and revelation. It protects itself from the street, the dust, the heat, and the future buildings around it. But inside, it creates another experience: brick, light, atmosphere, shadow, courtyards, arches, color, and spaces for gathering. It shows that contrast does not need to be just a visual effect. It can be a strategy for living, a way of deciding where to open, where to close, where to let light in, and how to transform a difficult lot into a house that breathes from within.